Hello, John the Bearded Vampire here. Welcome to another video. I'm going to be mental health one today. I've just recorded my quarantine video to go out in a bit. I mentioned something about medication, so I'm here with my prescription. This is most of it. This isn't all of it because one of them I have to get elsewhere. Basically, I'm on 1, 2, 3. I'm on 4 different medications. Not all for my mental health, some of it's for general health as well. But of those 4, one of them I'm on a double strength of. So we'll start from the top of the list and work my way down here. The first one I'm on is atorvastatin. That is a cholesterol medication. Because I like to pick out on foods such as chocolate and crisps and all things fatty, I've got quite high cholesterol, so I have to take atorvastatin just to knock me down to normal levels. It does its job. That's basically what it does. It just kind of knocks your cholesterol down by whatever method they use. And I'm on 20 mg's of that, one every night, 28 in a month, and that's fairly simple. Nothing much to say that I don't get any side effects or anything from that. It's pretty straightforward, because normally the medication, the actual pills, really do my head in. The actual blister, because it kind of has, so that's the blister there. You've got a pill there, a pill there, and a pill there. Then you've got like a pill in the middle. Then you've got like 3 at the bottom, and you've got like all the space wasted. You know, for me, a pill thing doesn't need to be any bigger than that for 2 weeks worth. That to me, it seems plenty big enough. So yeah, that's normally what happens. I normally get this huge, great big box, and spaced it out so much. It does come day with each day on it, so you can figure out what day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on is. But I think it's just a waste, and especially with today's concept of kind of recycling and reusing and stuff like that, you know, and the green effects and everything like that, you know, greenhouse effects and everything. And I thought they could have done better there, I think. The next one on the list is Cicato SR 1000 mg tablets. Oh, pardon me, that is a lie. I'm not actually on that dose, or at least I shouldn't be on that dose. That is for that's basically my metformin, which is a diabetic medication, because I am type 2 diabetic. Again, nothing to do with mental health. The next 3 that I'll tell you about is all mental health, but I thought I'd now get the 2 that aren't mental health done out of the way. Because I'm type 2 diabetic, my blood sugar is high, which means that I need to take medication to knock it down again. I'm supposed to be on metformin, like Cicato, 500 milligrams, but my doctor put me on 1,000 to start off with, and it made me really bad. Literally, I was constantly going to the toilet for various reasons. It wasn't pleasant at all, really. So I got in touch with the nurse and said, look, this isn't right. She gave me a quick review and put me on the 500ml, and that seemed to work quite well. But gave me 2 months supply of that, and then I've been put back on 1,000. So I'm not taking it. I mean, you can tell I'm not taking it because I've got a full box there, and I refuse to take it because it just makes me bad. So yeah, I mean, that does what it says it does. It kind of just lowers your blood sugars through various reasons and ways. So yeah, that's the non-mental health stuff out of the way. Now here we have venlafaxine, which is an antidepressant. And it says 37.5 milligrams. And then the one beneath it says venlafaxine, 75 milligrams. I take the 37.5 at night and the 75 in the morning, I do believe. Yes, that's the way around it is. 37.5 night, 75 morning, yeah. The reason for this being that it's a fairly standard antidepressant. Venlafaxine is quite a mass-produced kind of. It's not it's just a kind of generic kind of antidepressant. It's nothing special from what I've gathered. I take the 75 in the morning because that's when I'm at my lowest. Most people get low at night, but for me, I quite like the night. The darkness doesn't really bother me. For me, it's just time to get all cosy and warm. So it's not really bothering me. Yeah, and then I take the 35.5 at night just to top it up, just to make sure that I'm well medicated throughout the night and into the following morning. I've been on all sorts of different antidepressants over the years. I started off on procyclidine, which when I was 15, 16, back in 95, 96, was a really trendy thing that the doctors were handing out at the time. It was a new antidepressant that had not long come out, so every doctor was kind of handing it out willy-nilly. It didn't really do much. It did its job, but it left me kind of numb, which meant that my exams went really crap. I've been on paroxetine, I've been on fluoxetine, I've been on citalopram. Yes, I've been on about 4 or 5 antidepressants over the years, through different guises, through different versions of my depression, through different times of my life when depression's been at a certain level. It's normally when like an antidepressant hasn't worked anymore, and we've changed it to a different one. And I've been on that for so long, then I get taken off them, and then I've gone back on antidepressants, and I've been put onto a different one, and so on. This current one, venlafaxine, seems to be working fairly decent. My mood most of the time is pretty stable. It's not a hugely strong dose from what I've gathered. I think they can go stronger, but I don't need it to be stronger, if you get what I mean. At the moment, I don't need it to be stronger. I've got something in me. This damn moustache is really starting to annoy me. I don't normally have moustaches. Yes, that's me antidepressants. The next one, I get all those from the doctors. They're all from the doctor there, on a normal repeat prescription. At the moment, we're having to phone it through to the chemist, who then gets in touch with the doctor, who then okays it and then sends it back to the chemist, who then obviously prints it out and then picks it and checks it and then ships it to me. Well, I go and fetch it, more like. The next one though, my antidepressant, is a little bit different. My antidepressant, my antipsychotic. Did I say antipsychotic or did I say antidepressant? I don't know. Yeah, my antipsychotics are a little bit different. Apparently, from what I got told the other year, doctors are no longer allowed to prescribe antipsychotics. I'm not sure if it's just all antipsychotics or whether it's just risperidone, which I'm on. I'm not entirely sure. I need to do a little bit of research into this to find out what actually is the truth. I normally just go along with it as long as I get my meds. I don't care in general. So yeah, I have to see a specialist or psychiatrist or some person in the mental health business in order to get my medication. Luckily for me, our mental health clinic is literally over the road. It's literally over the road from my GP surgery. So it's really easy. It's not much hassle to get to. It doesn't stress me out as much as it used to. I've been going there for years from when I was seeing a CPN. You know, so it's something I know, something I'm used to, something I can do. And I have a appointment with them every 6 months, and then every year I have a medical, which I had in January time. Just like a general kind of go for bloods. They do it there at the clinic, which I think is really cool. Because it means I don't get stressed out about it, because I don't deal with needles very well. I've had piercings, if you'll have seen earlier videos of me. I've got a tattoo, but I don't do needles. I don't do bloods. It's my blood. No, and it's mine. Mine. But yeah, I have to give them blood. I get weighed, height, waist, stuff like that. Just a general kind of overhaul with them every year. And then I get given my meds in 3 months batches. And as I say, I'm on risperidone, which is quite a powerful anti-psychotic. And from what I've been told, I'm on the strongest dose you can get put on, which is 8 milligrams a day. Again, I don't know if they're just telling me this. I'll just take it in and I'll just put it to one side of my brain and spew it out when I need to. So yeah, you know, that's. But I take that in. I used to take it 8 milligrams in one go. But when I went away, as you know, I went away. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to talk about it. They did it in 2 4s, because you can get them. You get them in 4 milligram tablets. I would show you what all these tablets look like, but they are so different each time I get them, because obviously it depends on what company is providing them at the time. So yeah, I used to take it in one go, and that kind of really kind of faked me out, and then started to do it in the 2 4s, which worked out much better. So that's how I do it now. I take 4 in the morning, well, 4 when I get up, and then 4 before I go to bed. 8 milligrams in total, and that basically is supposed to help with the voices and psychotic episodes, such as seeing things, hallucinations, seeing things, sensing things, hearing voices, there's stuff like that. The things most people associate with being psychotic, basically. It's supposed to numb, or at least get rid of them, or at least, like I say, numb them at least. But recently, they don't really do much. The last couple of years, they barely do it. I have to kind of physically do other stuff on top of just taking my medication to get those things blocked out of my mind and get them blocked out of my head and everything. So whether I need to have the dose increased if it's possible, or whether I need to be put on something different and stronger, I don't know. Because I only see the psychiatrist every 6 months, it's pretty hard to kind of gauge where I am every 6 months, because my mental health goes up and down. It's a complete real kind of roller coaster. So like 1 month I could be doing really well. I mean, the last time I saw him, I said I was doing quite good, and he was like, "Really? Last time you came here, you said you were doing really bad." And I'm like, "Yeah, that was last time. Lots of things have happened then. Next time I see you, I'll probably be just as bad again." So yeah, my mental health can vary quite drastically. Um, Depression wise, I'm pretty stable, but those voices are a pain in the butt. Um, I've discussed it, what I hear and everything in previous videos, so I'm not going to go into that again. But basically, these antidepressants, I keep saying antidepressants, these antipsychotics are supposed to kind of at least kind of numb them, and they do kind of numb them to a certain extent, but I'm still hearing them. When I was first taking my antipsychotics, they would stop them. Beard, look, your beard. But these days, they just kind of numb them a little bit. I don't hear as many voices as what I used to. But yeah, that's a different story. That'll be coming up in a different mental health vlog. Getting overloaded. Ooh, what was there? Anyway, because of that, I think I best go. I will see you all in another video. Hope you've enjoyed this little insight into my medication, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.